Never put a lot of stock into what happens on the weekends. I know you guys have been asking me about Jasmy, right? A lot of people have been like, Millie, do a Jasmy video. I want to know what's going on with Jasmy. Any updates? I'm not really about to go into the long, drawn out video on the utility and use case of Jasmy because it's the same thing that we've been talking about for the last 2 to 3 years. In this video, I want to specifically speak on what I'm seeing from a chart perspective and a TA perspective on Jasmy, right? It's important to note that a lot of AI coins and AI coins within the sector, specifically data, have slowed down, right? So AI itself has slowed down, but as soon as you start to see the AI stocks, the Nvidias, and then the AI leaders like the Tau, the Near protocols, and all of the AI platforms start to put back in those trends to the upside, I expect Jasmy to do the same. But Jasmy is a little bit different, right? The correlation to Ethereum is extremely strong here. And you can see here with ETH that ETH is kind of coming down to retest our golden box here. I think I had the golden box set up. Let's actually put it on, guys, so you can see what I'm talking about here. So we just go back to ETH. I don't know why my chart reset. I hate when it does that, right? That's the golden box we're looking at. We're coming off a sell signal, which was on point here. By the way, we got a sell signal. What was this? What day was this? This sell signal was actually Monday, September 8th. It's September 27th. So we got a sell signal. So anybody that did follow the indicator locked in some profits, right? At the end of the day, you can see that we are holding the support here at previous price discovery. So, well, not at previous price discovery, but the previous support. The resistance is what we're working to break through here at price discovery. Got up there a little bit, but we weren't able to hold it. And you're probably wondering why I'm talking about Ethereum, because Jasmy has heavy correlation to ETH. And you can see here with Jasmy, the chart almost, this little section here almost looks identical as Jasmy comes here to retest its support. So a lot of things that's happening in the market is seasonality. You ignore the noise, the world tension, the macro noise, the Fed cuts, Jerome Powell. It's seasonality, right? At some point in Q4, we'll see a rally. If we get the true definition of altcoin season, which is Bitcoin dominance capitulation with Ethereum entering price discovery, maybe we see an altcoin season. But for now, we'll bet on a Q4 rally, right? Until they end QT. That's pretty much it. There is nothing else that's going to be able to save Jasmy, right? If Ethereum doesn't pump, the Jasmy won't pump. It is what it is, right? And anybody that bought at 203 when I first started talking about it made a 20x. If you didn't take profits, you probably round trip 50% of that and you're still in profits. It is what it is, right? Taking a look at the ultimate RSI, we are looking to cross that line to the downside, which is also bearish. So again, if Ethereum continues to correct, like Ethereum goes to 3,500, Jasmy's going to go lower. If Ethereum goes to 4,500, Jasmy's going to get back above this trend line and possibly get back above the moving averages. The target here for Jasmy, if you're waiting on to buy on confirmation, is 2 pennies, right? If you don't want to deal with none of the mess of, this possibly being, the beginning of a bearish phase, then you can buy upon confirmation. Not financial advice. You wait until 2 pennies. You get a confirmation candle above 2 pennies, which means 2 candles on the weekly above 2 pennies, above these moving averages. That's what you want to see, right? Because if we break this orange line, it's going to be some pain. It's going to be some pain if we break this orange line. If Ethereum breaks that orange line, it's going to be some pain. I can't say whether that's the beginning of the bear market or if this is just a small correction. I don't know. I just know there's a very strong correlation between Jasmy and Ethereum, and it's been like that for years. For years. We also have to monitor here the total 3, right? You can see, actually, I'll bring it up on this screen since it want to act all wonky. We have to monitor here the total 3. And again, guys, you can see here we're getting rejected here, price discovery. It is the weekend. So next week, maybe we go here, or maybe we put in another another bearish candle, and come to retest moving averages on the total 3. The hope here is that we correct going into September, and then October, which is historically bullish, we start to continue our trend to the upside. And if we do, total 3 and the ETH does, Jasmy will continue to go up, right? We just don't want to see this head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders here get invalidated. And you can see here that we still are above that orange line on the ultimate RSI for the total 3 on the weekly. I don't want to change the chart, but I do want to change the indicator and head over here to our script. And our script perfectly printed a sell signal as well. And you can see that total 3 is hot overbought. The reason why I think that the correction can continue maybe through the first couple of weeks of October, just to scare people, right? This is a scare tactic. Because so many people are screaming October, I expect the first couple of weeks to be a little rocky, right? Just to scare a little bit of people out of what the cryptocurrency market, right? Everybody can't get rich in crypto. On top of that, if we just go to the crypto market RSI heat map, coinglass.com weekly chart, you can see here that we're not quite reset, right? Which means there's still leverage in the market, which means the market still needs to clean out this leverage, right? You can see a lot of tokens here in the neutral area. We want it below this orange line. When we get a lot of our top 100 tokens, the stronger ones below this orange line, that is a indicator that we should be looking to add to our positions, find initial entries, or DCA, right? The point is, guys, never to buy when things are overbought, but to always add to your bags if you are long-term in crypto when things are oversold. Now, if you're trying to get rich quick, go to the trenches. Go trade meme coins, go trade CCM coins, which creator capital market coins. Like, it's going to be a little bit harder unless you're using leverage, right? And the whole point of what's happening now is a lot of the leverage has gotten shooken out here on the weekly, right? So you can see things are still down 15-20% on the week, even though we're starting to rebound for the day. I don't actually like rebounding on the weekend for the day, right? Today it's Saturday. We still got to deal with Sunday. I need us to dump these 2 days. That way, there's a bigger chance of us having a green weekend opposed to another red week, right? So low volume. This is a lot of these weekend pumps or dumps are just traps. Ignore them. Let's just see how the market reacts on Monday. That's why I really wanted to wait till Monday to kind of like do this video. But I know a lot of people have been asking for a Jasmy video, right? Your crypto people are weird, right? It's like, oh, if you're not making a video, you don't hold the token anymore. That's just not the case, right? Nobody wants to get up here and keep saying the same thing over and over and over and over. My thesis has not changed. I use 2 indicators for like the most part of 6 months, and they have been spot the fuck on. So I'm not changing it up. I'm not switching it up. I'm not adding anything new. I'm sticking to the plan. I'm learning new things along the way. But from a surface level, I'm sticking to my plan. I'm sticking to the things that work for me. And I think that's the best thing you could do in crypto. Find out things that you see that work for you. Stick to it. Build upon it. Get better, right? Go harder. Get your capital up. And use what you learn to give yourself to have a greater chance to win at your trade, right? Early movers advantage, right? And of course, narratives and niche changes in crypto. One day it's CCM. Next day it's perp the next day it's a dog meme coin, right? So understand these trends change extremely fast in crypto. We got a lot of brain rot and low attention spans in the cryptocurrency market. So that's all I'm seeing from Jasmy. We need the macro to clear up. We need Ethereum to show strength. We need the total 3 to show strength. And I believe if those 3 things happen, then Jasmy will start to show strength again. Anyway, we got 32 days until the next FOMC meeting, and it's a 87% chance of ease. The chances of pausing has been rising, but the real story, the real elephant in the room will be Jerome Powell, his posture, right? His and I want to just say his posture, but like his what's the word I'm looking for? When you kind of like I could tell by your body tone, his tone, right? His body tone, or whatever. Yeah, no, body language. His body language, right? His body language, his tone. Will he hint towards the end of QT? Will he hint towards sticking to the data and looking at what he's looking for this dual mandate, right? So we got to pay attention to his tone, right? His body language. And if he gives a dovish body language in this next meeting, and a possibly hint at ending QT, then we'll have a pretty bullish Q4. If not, we'll have to wait till the next meeting, which will be on December 25th. But the cool thing about it, after this October 29th meeting, we don't have a meeting in November. So maybe the market just rips anyway, anticipating, but they'll still do the Fed minutes, right? He'll still find a way to come out and talk because he always fucking does. But anyway, this is about Jasmy. Thesis stay the same on Jasmy. Nothing is changing. This video was pretty much a nothing burger. Wasn't trying to waste people's time, but a lot of people have been asking me about the Jasmy video. I haven't made one in a month. It is what it is. Nothing has changed from the front for Jasmy. Anyway, I'll see y'all guys in the next one. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'm out.